I'm just joking. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Anyways, just a real quick video for y'all. Um, I wanted to talk about free samples. I want to talk about free samples because I feel like they're very important. You know, what's wrong with going to the store with every intention of getting some samples? You know, you don't have to go to the store all the time just to buy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you every now and again get some samples? I mean, you know, Sam's Club, Costco, that's, man, you roll up through there certain days, samples is on point. They want you to try the food. They want you to get a taste. That's why when you ask for a sample, they give it to you. They want you to get a little sample. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, really no shame to my game. You know what I'm saying? If I go to, you know, a Safeway, you know what I'm saying, and I happen to hit around the bakery area, and maybe I haven't done it recently. All right, I haven't done it recently because normally I just have to go ahead and buy myself a whole batch. But anyway, if I wanted a cookie, I just go back there and ask for a cookie. Can I please? I know usually it's for the kids. Okay, yeah, if you have the kids with you, okay, whatever. Get, you know, the baby or the babies, however many babies you got, get them a sample of the cookie, or get one and break it up between them, and then get one for yourself because you deserve a reward too. You know what I'm saying? You deserve a little something sweet too. You know, and I be having hard days. You know, I ain't got no kids, but I'm saying I be having hard days sometimes. Sometimes I just need a little chuck of the lap. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I need a little chip of the hoy. You know what I'm saying? And if not, I'll have, you know, Safeway's version of a chocolate chip cookie. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I'm happy with that. That's what's up. Then I might also happen to go to the, you know, the restaurant area or the deli, the hot food section. And let's look at some of the samples over there. You know what I'm saying? They got, oh, what's that? Mongolian beef? Oh, okay. I've had that at other Safeways, but I haven't had it at that Safeway. I need to taste that batch. Is that batch good? Because maybe I actually will buy some of that batch, but the batch has to be good. I don't like going to different stores and looking at, you know, the samples, and the samples are super dry. I've been to a few stores, not Safeway. Safeway for the most part. Okay, no, let me take that back. There's certain Safeways that are always good. Certain Safeways I gotta stay away from, because they make me mad. I look at their food and their food looks super duper dry. Okay, Safeway. I've seen some Fred Meyers. There's a few stores out there that just don't. Some of the locations need to get it together, all the way together, because it just be. Ain't nobody want the dry food. Doesn't look appetizing. I mean, it doesn't look appetizing. So why? Like, is the temperature too high? Turn it down some. I'm just, please. Anyway. So yeah, but anyway, free sample from the little hot food section, you know, area. You know, let me get some of that, little bit of that Mongolian beef. Let me sample it with a little bit of that rice. Let me sample it with like a little a part of that spring roll right there. Please, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just it's a little sample meal, a sample meal. Nothing wrong with that. Then, you know, they do have the Safeways up in there. I mean, not the Safeways. They do have the Starbucks up in the Safeway. Maybe you go over there, you get a free water. You know what I'm saying? It might not be hot outside, but you need water to stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? And you just ate some samples, so you really did get that, clear your mouth out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's my thought on it. You know, get some samples every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Get kind of like a lay of the land. Find out where everything's at in the store. Just kind of explore the store and let that be your sample day. Maybe it's a Safeway you haven't been to before. Maybe it's a Fred Meyer you never been to before. Maybe it's a Walmart or something like that you never really been to before. Just check it out. But while you're there, get some samples. If you hit those big stores, like that Costco, that Sam's Club, those type stores, definitely hit the samples up. Definitely hit the samples. You're supposed to hit the samples up. They want you to stay in the store, hence they feed you. Okay? So hit those samples up. Don't be ashamed. Don't allow nobody to make you feel, you know, any type of shame or anything like that. It's okay. Get your samples on, boo. Get your samples on. All right. What else I got to say about this? Oh, family functions, you need somebody to be the sampler. At my family functions, I tend to be the sampler. I like to put myself out there as the sampler because I need to know, and my family knows this, I need to know what seasonings are in the food so that I can become a better cook. You know what I'm saying? I can do some basic stuff, but I need to get to their level. So I like to be the sampler because I want to be a better cook. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know, if you're watching this in your family, that's really what I'm trying to get at. I need to learn what seasoning you put so I can ask you, but I need to taste how that tastes as well. You know what I'm saying? I need to see how that, I need to get the whole little sample. You know what I'm saying? I need the instructions, the recipe. You know what I'm saying? How long does it need to be up in there? Let me get a taste so I know what it's supposed to taste like at the end of the day. And then after I take my sample plate, and I'm ready to go ahead and get those ingredients, then I'll go ahead and I'll make the try. Then I'll taste mine. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Either that tastes good or either that don't taste good. And I'll have to go back to the next family function. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of different family functions that you might have, a lot of different foods that I got to sample. So I can't make all those in like a couple of days. So I got to keep going back, keep being the sampler, keep going back, keep being the sampler, so that eventually I can get my whole, so I can develop a plethora of food to, go ahead and cook myself. Just be able to have that know-how. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, really for me, that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid to go get samples when you hit the Safeway. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to designate yourself as the family sampler, unless you're in my family. Don't be afraid to designate yourself as the family sampler, once again, unless you're in my family, so that you can learn how to cook a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? These are valid points. Valid points. You know what I'm saying? When you go to a grocery store, you need to know where stuff is at, especially if you're new to the area. Explore that little shopping store. Eat a few samples, especially if you like going to the deli section. I'm just saying, just taste it. Is this store worthy of my $2.50? You know what I'm saying? Do I really want to buy $1 of Gizzards? Do I really want to buy $1 of JoJo's? I don't know. Let me taste it first. Let me see if it's really where it's at. And if it is, okay, fine, you can have my $1. Okay, you can have my 75 cents. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. But, that's me. That's me. That's how I think. You know what I'm saying? I just be trying to, stretch my dollars. You know what I'm saying? Because the way my bank is set up, I got a checking and I got a savings. And I like to keep money in both. So, if I'm going to let any of it out, I need to know where it's going, how it's going, and why it's going. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I got to say. That's my piece. It was on my heart. It was on my heart to say something about it. And I hope you guys go ahead and you take this, share it. You know what I'm saying? There's other people I know that need to know this, that need to feel comfortable with getting samples. Please share it with them. Especially if they have kids, share it with them too. Because then the parents can taste different things that they think the kids might like. Or if you have those picky children, here we go, about to hit a note. If you have those picky children, let them have some samples. You can see what they like, what they don't like. You're welcome. I'm just saying. I mean, this is kind of my realm. This is kind of like where I like to be at. You know what I'm saying? I like to find different little things, you know what I'm saying, where it benefits me and stuff like that. And samples is where it's at. So, yeah, definitely take that to heart. Reflect on that a little bit. Oh, that seafood section. Yep, you can sample over there too. A lot of that stuff over there is raw, but if you have like that, they have some pre-cooked stuff over there too, like the and they have that imitation, like if you have the imitation crab over there, or if they have that little seafood salad over there, that type of stuff, because it has to be separate. Sample that. Sample it. Shoot. Matter of fact, you can actually sample stuff on the shelves. I'm not going to get too much deeper into that because my time's running thin, but I hope you guys took something from this. Okay, please like, share, comment, whatever you want to do. Do something with this video because I feel like it's very valuable to the world. It's valuable to the world, and this is me just sharing a little bit of information on it with you. I'm just saying. All right, bye. That's all I got.